Hello and welcome. I am Exit Light and this is my channel. Today we're going to talk about a 14-year-old girl who disappeared without a trace after placing an ad for babysitting services. Before we get started, if you would please like this video, give it a thumbs up, that would be great, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed and you would like to be, please go ahead and click that button. Alright, let's talk about this case. In 1974, in the small town of Burlington, New Jersey, a 14-year-old girl, Margaret Ellen Fox, disappeared without a trace after she had placed an ad in the local newspaper advertising her babysitting services. After placing the ad, Margaret Ellen received a call from a man who identified himself as John Marshall. The man said he needed a babysitter, and the two corresponded for a while as the man kept changing the day he needed a babysitter for. Eventually, he said he would pick her up in a red Volkswagen. Margaret Ellen left a note telling her parents where she was going and got on a bus to the nearby town of Mount Holly, New Jersey, another small town about 7 miles away. Her younger sister walked with her to the bus stop in Burlington and witnessed her getting on the bus. Other witnesses spotted Margaret Ellen in Mount Holly near that bus stop. These are the last sightings of her. When she never returned from her babysitting job, Margaret Ellen's family called the police. The number John Marshall gave Margaret Ellen was found to belong to a phone booth at a grocery store in Lumberton, New Jersey. Mount Holly is between the towns of Burlington and Lumberton. Soon after Margaret Ellen disappeared, a man began phoning the Fox home. Police listened in on these calls as the caller demanded ransom for Margaret Ellen. The man on the phone said $10,000 might be a lot of bread, but your daughter's life is the buttered topping. In 2019, the FBI cleaned up the audio recording of the man's voice and released it to the public in the hopes of finding justice for Margaret Ellen. And I'm going to play that now.
$10,000 might be a lot of bread, but your daughter's life is the buttered topping.
Who is it?
Soon, other parents in the Burlington area came forward after Margaret Ellen's disappearance, and they said that their children had recently received suspicious fake job offers as well. 2 years after Margaret Ellen disappeared, a man came forward and claimed that he was John Marshall, the man who abducted Margaret Ellen, and the voice on the phone recording. Upon further investigation, it was determined that this man was lying, and the confession was simply a hoax. The FBI is still pursuing Margaret Ellen's kidnapper. Of the FBI's long memory in investigating cold cases and the $25,000 reward they offer, Assistant Special Agent in Charge Joseph Denahan said in their 2019 press release, "The community we serve has our solemn promise that we will pursue all viable options in the interest of delivering justice. We realize that in missing person cases, especially those involving children, there is a loved one or family at the other end enduring heartache every day because there is no conclusion. We hope this renewed effort will produce results that might give Margaret Fox's family some sense of closure." Also in 2019, the FBI worked with experts to create a photo of what Margaret Ellen Fox would look like today as a woman in her 50s. Margaret Ellen's siblings are still alive, and some of them still live in Burlington. All of them hope that someone has a clue to tell them what happened to their sister. If you have any information, or you know somebody that's talked about a case that sounds like this, an uncle, a grandfather, an old family friend, and you think it's not important or it's very small or probably isn't it, please go ahead and call the Missing and Exploited Children's Network or the FBI. Any small clue would be helpful, and you never know what a case relies on. Thank you, and good night.